Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony Scorp, here with my co host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
This is episode number 99 of the Climb Together podcast, which is actually crazy. We are one off of 100. 100 is next week, which is just mind boggling.
Crazy. We'll be in the top 1% of podcasts, though.
We will be. We will be. Just mainly off the fact that we've hit 100. And that's a feat. That's a feat for sure. Um, yeah, so we've got quite a bit to talk about today. Um, it's been an eventful week, 2 weeks because we didn't do a podcast last week. Because of Thanksgiving, so it's been an eventful
Yeah.
2 weeks. Here in the world of gaming, and we're gonna be talking about it today. Let me just fix my stuff. I did. Um, but I guess like we should probably talk about first things first. Kind of like the biggest news, I guess, of the day. We should tweet out. Actually,
Uh,
I'll pull it up and Deception can get talking about it first. I mean, while I do the thing that I need to do. So I'm just gonna pull it up. This is kind of weighs a little heavy for me. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll let you take it away, Deception.
I hate that we have to talk about this. I didn't want this to happen, bro.
Me either.
Well, as you can see, Mark made a lengthy tweet yesterday um, announcing that XDefiant is shutting down, which is very saddening for, I would say, a lot of people. Having played XDefiant since the alpha, it feels bad. Like, I hate to say it, but I kind of saw it coming, but it still
Yeah.
feels bad.
We're, we remained hopeful, you know.
I just like
I'd much rather not.
it's weird because they they have so much planned. Like, and I know like a lot of games shut down, even though they have many things planned or whatever. But it's just like they had all this season 3 stuff coming out. Which I mean, all the season 3 stuff will come out, but there's going to be no content after that. But they had all these season 3 plans, like fully launching private match, like prestiges are coming. Um, they were apparently going to overhaul camo progression. They had already been making steady changes to the game. Like the net code is like quite a bit better than it was before, and all that. And like all of a sudden, the game is shut down. It's just like it's weird timing, but
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
it's definitely not just an XDefiant thing because this is coming off the fact that Ubisoft is laying off like 170 or 180 employees.
Mhm.
There's like 2 or 3 different studios that are being laid off. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's just it sucks because I don't know. I mean, we poured so much into this game, um, both here on the podcast, just in hours in game, with the Scorpion Syndicate. I mean, it's like that was like technically our first team of the Scorpion Syndicate was an X Defiant team, um, and I don't know. I guess there's like starting to be light at the end of the tunnel. I guess for me personally, anyway. So to see this happen is like,
I felt like the private match beta was like I feel like as much as like I was a little skeptical of it, it seemed like it was pretty good.
yeah, they didn't
I
have any
mean,
bots,
obviously,
but
like them putting in private match beta probably wouldn't like whether they would have put that in or not. Probably in the
wouldn't have
grand scheme of
mattered.
things, with what I've been hearing, it probably wouldn't have really made a difference.
No.
Um, it would have probably made a difference if they did it like season 1, but
Yeah,
um,
but they did not. So
it was a
I see
little.
what you're
I think the private match beta was a little too late.
saying.
But um, I think I don't know. I mean, it's just difficult because like this game is really fun. Uh, from like a gameplay perspective, in terms of like the gameplay loop, like in like throughout the game is
Mm-hmm.
great. But like I don't know, it kind of I think one of the biggest downfalls for at least like the casual side or people that just aren't too interested in esports. I mean, obviously one of the biggest downfalls is the fact that they didn't have private matches, that esports didn't get up and running quicker.
That's like the
But like
foundation of a lot of different games. Even
I
like to
think
casual players as well.
I think the biggest downfall for a lot of the casual players, and the main reason why I haven't really played a lot of XDefiant, is the lack of progression. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's like player levels you can go through, but they once you get up to like past like 50 or so, it for a casual player it would take forever to level
Mm-hmm.
up. There's no prestige system yet. I mean, apparently that's coming in season 3, so I guess we'll get to
Enjoy that for a little bit.
experience. Yeah, I guess for the last like few months we'll get to play with the prestige system, but um, I think like like I've said before, like the camo grind is not that like
Mm-hmm.
you're not that incentivized to grind camos because the camos are just tied to like leveling guns, which I mean, on one hand, for some people it's probably great, but like on the other hand, it's like I would rather do camo challenges like what Bo6 does
Mm-hmm.
than sit and just use a gun for like three
Ever.
days straight just to get the camo done. Like
Yeah.
so,
I mean,
and
it's
I
like.
mean they obviously were gonna be overhauling all that stuff. Like I don't know how much they're gonna. I don't know how much is actually gonna be in season 3 compared to what they. Because like they posted a roadmap. I don't know how much of that roadmap is actually going to be in season 3, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I know Prestige mode is coming. I don't know if they were going to overhaul the camo system in season 3 or if that was going to be a season 4 thing. I don't know. It's just like it sucks because they had so many things planned.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like they had all that stuff for season 3, like Prestige mode and full like launch of private matches and all that. Um, and I heard from a leak that in season 4 there was supposed to be a mode that was similar to zombies, which would have been pretty fun. Uh, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of the season 4 stuff I think is gone. I think like season 3 is gonna come out and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, with like, I mean, with what they're saying, that June 3rd is going to be um the last day, and there's no more new downloads or player registrations. So if you have the game, it's kind of like I think this is kind of like a Flappy Bird moment, where for a while this is just gonna be like whoever has it, and that's that on that. So
It's gonna be
um,
sad though because this game is online only. So like whenever the server shut down, we're just not gonna be able to play the game anymore.
yeah. So
Like it would be kind of like it. I don't know if they would actually do it because like obviously like they're shutting it down, but it would be kind of cool if they somehow made like the firing range playable offline. So like you could just hang out in the firing range.
that would be fun. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just so like sad. Like girl, like going through like the comments, you know, um, everyone's just like sad.
There's
Um,
like there's like it seems like at least from my timeline there's like it's mostly sadness, but there seems to be like a bit of like bitterness towards it. But I
mhm,
mean, I kind of understand it.
yeah. Um, yeah, people are like grilling them. Some people are like grilling them and everything, and other people are like being like, like it sucks. Like, and Sorry. The amount of hours that people have in this game, it's
Dude, I saw like Blame Truth has like almost 400 hours.
yeah,
And I know there are a lot of people
350.
that have more hours than that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of missed opportunities, I think. I don't think you could really blame this on any one thing. I think it was just a culmination of a bunch of different factors. Probably one of the biggest being the Ubisoft layoff and like cutting of teams. And this game wasn't as doing as well as all the other teams. Um,
It also doesn't help that other Ubisoft games haven't been doing that well. So,
yeah,
like, I mean, this could be a sign that the company is going under, to be
yeah.
honest. Because
So,
a lot of their games have not been doing that great lately.
so who's to say what the real cause of it was? But I personally think it was just a culmination of a bunch of different things. People just not having enough to grind, or feeling like they didn't have enough to grind. Um, the player base, like there was like a lot of potential in the beginning, and it just wasn't taken advantage of in the overall. So that's you know, I think.
One of those things where, like,
Mm,
we're gonna be forever wondering what could have been at this point.
so who knows? I mean, we get a few more months. The game will be out for a full year by the time that they close the servers down. Um,
Yep. It will have made it a little over a year.
so it was fun while it lasted. Um, we made some pretty good memories on XDefiant. At least I did. I know Deception's been a ride or he's been a ride or die XDefiant person since way back in 2021.
Yeah, I played this
2020.
game over 3 years ago.
Yeah. So it's it's a bitter it's a bitter ending, I think. Not even I don't even want to call it bittersweet. Just kind of bitter, like it's just like damn, like this could have been so much more than it was. And kind of just got like the shit end of the stick on it all. But
I just like I don't know. I kind of wish that Ubisoft would have given them at least until the end of year one to see what would happen. Because I feel like I know for like probably quite a few players it was probably too little, too late. But it seems like a lot of the changes they were making in season 3 and season 4 would have improved the game way more than like everything else did combined before that.
yeah.
And it would have been interesting to see what would have happened by like mid season 4 to like end of season 4 when year one was ending to see where that probably would have been, but I don't know.
I don't know, and I wonder. I don't even know if this is like a possibility, but I wonder if if those changes like rolled through and all that, like would they reconsider?
I don't know. I've heard some people talking about just the general fact that Ubisoft's been going under and that apparently Tencent is trying to buy them. And I don't know like what would happen. I don't know if Tencent would look at the fact that Ubisoft was shutting down XDefiant and be like, okay, fine, like good riddance XDefiant. Or if they would be like, hold on, wait a minute. We need to reevaluate this and look and see if this game actually could live. But like I think honestly the only hope of anything happening with XDefiant is probably like if somehow Ubisoft like went back on this decision, which I highly doubt that would happen,
Mm,
or if Tencent bought them and looked at XDefiant and were like, wait, we could keep this game going and it'd be good.
yeah. I mean, they are issuing refunds, so I don't know. Like
I just wonder when the refunds would go live because
they said, it's gonna
one
be.
sign one sign that it possibly could one sign that there could be a possibility that they could try to save the game is the fact that if the refunds like don't happen until after the game is dead.
Mhm. Yeah, so it says players who may for those. It's in like this third paragraph, I guess. For those who purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you'll receive a full refund. Players who made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be refunded. Those refunds should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today, and you can find more details on our official website. So,
Oh, 8 weeks.
yeah. So within the
It's like
next 2
February.
months, yeah. But
I don't know. I think the only hope would be that if Tencent bought Ubisoft, but even then, I don't know.
yeah, they might just say bye-bye and call it a day. Which I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want that to happen, but you know, okay. We don't really have any control here in this situation. But XDefiant, I had a lot of cool like achievements and stuff like that. It was the fastest game to surpass 5 million users and had over 15 million players on the game. So I mean, they stay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like sad, very sad. I love XDefiant, and I know a lot of people that watch this podcast do too. So, um, I'm probably gonna still be making XDefiant content.
I'm
While the
definitely
game's
gonna
out,
play it again when season 3 comes out,
just because
and probably play it occasionally. I'll definitely play it quite a bit more by closer to shutdown time,
mm,
and I'll probably play like the last day.
yeah,
Um, but I don't
but
know. That's like part of. I guess that's part of like the part of them like not having as many players is like it's not necessarily that people don't want to play the game. It's just people don't think the game is sustainable right now, and they're
mm-hmm.
waiting for a reason to play the game.
Yeah, and I think this
Like it's
is.
like they want to play the game, but there's not really much of a reason to play it.
I feel like this is their reason now. I mean, this is their reason to play, I guess, and enjoy the last few months that we have with the game, and really yeah, just really figure out what we want to get out of it, I guess, for these last few months. But all in all, thank you, XDefiant, for everything. Everybody over at Ubisoft. Man, I think Deception and I, we've invested a lot of different things into this game. In multiple different fronts, and a lot of other people have as well. So thank you to everyone over at the XDefiant team, and we're sorry that we couldn't do better as a community to keep the
It was a
game alive.
great effort out of them, to be honest.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. I guess I don't know. Dwelling on it's making me sad. I guess so. We'll keep talking about other things. So, biggest thing I guess this week is season 1 Reloaded. What?
I'm so excited for season one. Season one Reloaded is going to be amazing.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about season 1 and what we're getting a couple episodes ago when season 1 actually dropped, but for season 1 Reloaded, we're definitely getting a lot. It's a different kind of thing. You're getting stuff for multiplayer, but this is a lot more zombie centric, Reloaded
We're
thing.
getting a
So
whole map before the year's even out.
yeah, I know.
Crazy, bro.
Alright, I love you.
In between classes, do you want me to pick you up when we launch? On me?
I love you.
Okay.
So for season 1 Reloaded, it comes out tomorrow for all the you that are want it. Damn. Need some water or something. So there's a few things, regular Reloaded, and then also Codmas. We're getting 3 new multiplayer maps. Getting ranked Warzone. We're getting a new zombies map, a new enemy, new perk, new ammo mod, and new field upgrade. We're getting new one. Oh, thank you. Zombies training course, new rewards, new augments, and new gobblegums. 3 new gobblegums. um, getting new weapons and getting new attachments as well. We're
We're
getting
getting like 3 different events
yeah.
this season. Well, this half season. There's all kinds of events happening for the last like part of the season. I think this last season is just gonna be filled with events.
Yeah. Looks like something to do with Squid Game too. It's pretty sick. So moving into zombies first. So the new map that we're getting, first new COD zombies map of the game is gonna be Citadel de Mort. It's the Citadel of Death. For those of you that speak other languages or don't. It looks sick. I mean, this looks like a
I watched the gameplay trailer. It definitely this is like a lot of people were talking about how uh Terminus had quite a bit of zombies aura and Liberty Falls seemed like it lacked zombies aura. This is like I think this map has almost more zombies aura than Terminus, bro. This map is crazy.
so.
I love you, darling.
I love you too.
I'll see you soon.
See you.
And it must be noted that any of these maps, because Citadel de Mort is literally Citadel of the Dead. We've never been disappointed by a map that has of the dead in
Mm-mm.
it.
Never. Um. So, um, there's a bunch of lore to it and everything like that. I'm sure there's some way to find out more, but oh my god, there's lots of more. So, I mean, it's just like looking at like this, the town square. There's this
Crazy
big
that they
old
gave us like a whole lore breakdown in the
yeah,
plot.
yeah. So it looks like there's another pool table. So hopefully they continue that Easter egg, um, that they have in the other two maps. This is like a very eerie map. I like it. It's like Dragon
It's
Can.
like, see, a lot of people thought it would be weird because it was like in the daytime, but there's just fog everywhere, and it looks scary even though you're in the daytime
Yeah.
because there's just fog everywhere.
Yeah, it's very like an eerie, like horror movie kind of vibe. So, and then I hope that this like lion cannon thing is um is like a trap of some sort, but and then
If you like, I watched the gameplay trailer, and I don't know if that's the only way or maybe that's some side Easter egg or whatever, but they're in the trailer. It shows somebody shooting a cannon from the lion trap, and it opens the big door to the castle. So I wonder if that's the only way you can get in there.
maybe. I mean this castle looks sick. Um, like oh my goodness. Like there's like gargoyles and yeah, there's everything. It's so cool. They really killed it with this map. Sitting rooms,
This
dining
map
hall.
design is awesome, bro.
It's like the
I
ceiling was
love it.
blown out. I mean, this is just the work on this map is just ugh. There's a dungeon. Well, it looks like there's water on this map. Fighting zombies in the water. I wonder if this is gonna be swimmable water. Um, but and then we have our
Oh,
new.
it's a Treyarch game, so every water is swimmable.
Well, I know, but like if it's like just like a puddle or I don't know. I know it's gonna be swimmable, but it's more like, is it gonna be deep enough? You know what I mean? To like add to it. But then we have our new enemy, which is the Doppelgast, which is a two-headed octopus-looking thing. That's straight out of a nightmare.
It's a little scary.
It's roughly translated as double horror from the original German and Old English, respectively. So, I mean, it looks like a double horror, like two heads, not enough anything else. I mean, it is insane. Oh, it looks like we're also getting this sword kind of thing too, which is sick. That
Yeah,
is.
there is the wonder weapon that you get in this map is a sword, and it takes place of your dedicated melee slot, and you can upgrade it into one of 4 elemental swords as the upgrade.
Mm. So, I mean, it just looks sick. Um,
I'm very intrigued about them having a melee wonder weapon because I know like Treyarch has not really had melee wonder weapons in their zombies games, but Sledgehammer did that quite a bit in World War II. So I have to wonder how Treyarch is going to execute this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be
I
interesting.
mean, obviously, like it's great. Like them having an elemental sword wonder weapon is perfect for this game, considering there's a dedicated melee slot. Their melee macchiato is a thing. Like they really set themselves up well to have dedicated melee wonder weapons. But we'll see.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it could be. I would like to see it personally. I think it'd be really cool. Cause what if you had like three wonder weapons, and one being the dedicated melee though? Be sick. Um, other entities. The bastard sword. That's what we just talked about. Elemental forms. We have the Caliburn, the Durandal, the Balmung, and the Salaeus. They look
Yeah, we're
sick.
dead. The zombies players are definitely not going to be calling them any of those names.
Mm-mm. Stay
we're,
tuned.
we're, we're gonna apparently the what people are uh looking at is like a whole like fire like lightning like type of thing.
Yeah. Dark
It
matter.
is kind of funny because that whole the Caliburn one is like a fire sword, and it's funny because um back when the Horizon Direct dropped in like 2016, like because like initially the fire bow was so difficult to craft that like Noah J never dropped a fire bow tutorial, but he dropped a tutorial on how to get all the other ones. Everybody's been like looking at this and be like, now this is your time to redeem yourself. Now you got to make a fire sword tutorial.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I think Balmung is gonna stay the same, but it's gonna be more emphasis on like the ball or something. I don't know. I think these names are gonna be inappropriately funny. I hope they are anyway.
I don't know, bro.
Uh, so Dragon's Fire is the caliber, and Stag of the Storms is the Duranol, and then so maybe like Fire, Storm, Shadow, and Lightning. Maybe that makes sense. So main quest. Um, there's going to be the oil trap, the lion cannon, the syndicate. What Scorpion Syndicate is in here? Syndicate loot crates. Power points of power, and then additional stuff. Like calling cards, dark
Yeah,
ops,
you
etc.,
get
etc.
5,000 XP, you get some sort of skin, and you get a calling card for completing an Easter egg. So that's going to be
Nice.
cool.
Moving into the
I
new
have to
content.
wonder whatever happened to Wonder Weapon skins, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the only skin we've gotten is the ray guns.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Um, so new content. We have the a new perk, called Vulture Aid. So for Vulture Aid,
So happy the Voltrade's back.
yeah.
It's
So this
great.
is the first time it's been available since Black Ops 2. Um, once you find, you can consume a can of Vulture Aid elixir once you find the monstrous avian sculpture of a percoholic machine. Percocola machine, not percoholic, sorry. You'll discover an increase in the rarity of loot dropped from enemies. Additional loot takes the form of essence vials and small ammo drops. This is only available and visible to players with Virtual Aid active. Then unlock the full power of the perk by ensuring augments are added. Um, so
Yeah, Voltrade is pretty much like everybody was talking about that they wanted Mule Kick from Cold War mainly because of the fact that you got extra ammo from it. And Voltrade basically does the same thing. So I'm happy with Voltrade.
So, I mean, that's really cool though. So it looks like it's gonna be for Citadel, it'll be on the map, but for the rest of the maps, it'll be on the Wonder Fizz machine.
Yeah. It'll definitely I'm excited for Voltrade because I think there's a serious problem in this game with the weapons and not necessarily their ammo capacity, but just how powerful they are and how much you need to buy ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hopefully Vulture Raid helps. It should help. I just wonder. I just have to wonder how often and how much like ammo will drop because
Yeah.
that'll be the depending factor. But
I think that's probably what the augments will do. So there's 3 major, 3 minor augments. So there's feet upgrade. I don't even know, man. I can't. Them throwing in all this freaking German. I'm not good at it. Barely can speak English. So the first one is the Vither upgrade. On death, zombies have a chance to create a gas cloud that charges your field upgrade. So that's cool. So I'm assuming if
yeah,
you, as
that's
long as you
pretty cool to
stay
be
within
honest.
that cloud, your field upgrade charges faster. Smell of death. On death, zombies have a chance to create a gas cloud that conceals you while standing in it. That is also cool. Um,
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder how
like
effective that'll be
I don't
though.
really know why they decided. I guess that maybe they didn't. Maybe they wanted to make that an ammo mod and not make it happen by default. But that
Mm-hmm.
was the thing on the original Vulture Raid in Black Ops 2 that was really fun. I mean, it's cool that it's a augment, but
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was active by default. But I mean, some people might not. Some people
Yeah.
might not want to use that.
Yeah. And then parting gift, vulture aid, ammo drops give more ammo to wonder weapons. So that would be good, if you run one. Yeah.
That is definitely going to be used on every map except for Liberty Falls.
Yeah. Um, and then we're going into the minor augments. We have Condor's Reach, which is an auto pickup loot from farther away. That's pretty good.
That one's
Um,
also one that people have been like a little weird about because there's like some slight like issues with the auto pickup of loot in
yeah,
zombies
I've
in
noticed
certain
that.
scenarios.
Yeah.
And as much as it would be really cool if the Condor's Reach thing fixed that, it also is like really you had to implement an augment for a perk for us to be able to fix that problem.
Yeah, literally. Well, maybe if they fix the problem, the minor augment will be even better. Who knows? And then there's carry-on luggage. Critical kills will have a chance to drop extra salvage. That's always a good
That is a
thing.
really good one. That's probably going to be used a lot because salvage is like very important in the early rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be huge.
Yeah. So and then there's
That is a
picky.
really good one.
Then there's picky eater, which on death zombies have a higher chance of dropping your current equipment. So if you're an equipment user, you like to use nades and whatever,
If
or you're
equipment
getting.
was better in this game, like I think that would be a good one.
I think it'll be
Equipment's
good
just not
for.
quite as good in this game, but I think if you have like monkey bombs or like Casimir grenades, I think that would be very useful. But
Yeah.
like basically any other equipment, I don't know if you're getting a ton of use
I
out of
mean,
that.
unless
I
you're going
mean,
for like challenges or something, that would be pretty useful.
yeah,
Like getting certain
there are
kills
a
with certain.
couple guns where you get to get kills while zombies are affected by your tactical as a camo
Mm-hmm.
challenge. That would probably be pretty good for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, they're not like bad. I don't think any of them are really like horrible. Um,
The biggest ones definitely are definitely field upgrade, and well, Condor's Reach is a little controversial, but I definitely like um, Carry On Luggage is good too. I definitely think
mhm.
that will be a huge one for a lot of people in like early rounds, especially for like Easter egg speed runs, because like that'd be able. I mean, if you depending on how much extra salvage you get, that could be very very game changing for
Mhm.
the process of doing Easter eggs in terms of being set up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this overall is gonna be a good perk to add. The new ammo mod is light mend. Um,
Dude, this ammo mod is. We have never seen an ammo mod like this before. I am very intrigued because I think this is either going to be. I feel like this is either going to be kind of like meh or it's going to be freaking broken.
so pretty much what it is bullets deal light, i.e., like the elemental light, not like light as far as weight damage. Each bullet has a chance to transform in a normal or special's enemy's health into a healing glyph that moves to nearby injured allies. So that's really good. It's kind of like a this is
You're
kind of like a
basically just
rival.
you can basically constantly heal if you're killing enough zombies.
Yeah, so it's like a rival to um healing aura. So like if you're like, deception and play with someone that sucks a lot, um then this would be, oh god. Uh uh you're play with someone that sucks a lot, i.e. me. Ew, no. Now you said pause and it made it weird. Anyway, I'm bad at playing the game and deception plays with me. So if you're playing with like you're playing a 4 stack and you're only a good one, I mean running this and like healing aura together would be like, you wouldn't have to worry about picking up your teammates and all that much.
Honestly, you probably wouldn't even have to run healing aura. This depending on how much health this light mendama mod heals, or depending on if it like, because I don't know if it's like, if it doesn't heal that much health, it probably might not be that crazy. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is how it works. I guess we'll find out. But
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if picking up one of these light mend things will just start the regen process early. So if it does that, I mean, yeah, you're never gonna die.
Yeah, maybe. I'm assuming probably. Or I don't know if it'll like heal, like pick people. I don't know. Let's look at the augments and see what's going on here. So we've got 3 minor, 3 major. So for the major we have antibiotic. The healing glyph now damages enemies that touch it, but its lifetime is reduced. So I could kind of be give and take. Big game.
Depending on
Light.
how much damage that one does, that actually could be pretty good.
Yeah. Light mend can activate on elite enemies, dropping 3 more healing glyphs. So instead of 1, you get 3.
That definitely could be good, especially considering I can almost guarantee you that the Doppelgast is going to be weak to Lightmend.
Yeah.
Because they'll want to have some sort of like cool usage for Lightmend, and I can almost guarantee you that the new enemy is going to be weak to Lightmend.
Probably.
So that probably will be pretty good.
Yeah. Dual action, consuming a healing glyph will temporarily allow you to heal faster. So you'll be able to consume them. That's kind of cool.
See, that probably is the one that would probably be the one that would start your regen process faster, which actually would be pretty good. Like, especially for like camping strats, that would be insane.
Yeah. And then for minor augments, we have longer life. The healing's glyph's lifetime is increased. So if you pair big game with longer life, like I think it would probably cancel out.
Yeah, and
antibiotic with longer life. Sorry.
Depending on how long the actual default lifetime is, that actually could be pretty good.
Yeah. So there's that, and then extra strength. The healing glyph replenishes more health when consumed. So it looks like it's like a consumable then.
Yeah, it's like it seems like it's almost like salvage, where like it'll just drop them, but like if you like it'll kind of go to you if you're near it.
And then express remedy, increase the range that the glyph will move to an ally. Okay, so I'm guessing there's a range limit on there. Interesting. So we get a new field upgrade as well. Telsa Storm. So for 10 seconds, lightning connects to other players, stunning and damaging normal enemies. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. It's like I don't know. What's the MMOD mod? The one that does the
Wire.
shock wire. Yeah. It's like
Seems
that
like
one,
it'll
but
be like that, but better.
because you can like do it with your teammates too. So, and then it'll like
Yeah.
it's like it probably has a higher like disperse radius. What's up, bro? So going into augments, 3 minor, 3 major. For major, we have Transformer. The field's damage is increased by the number of allies that are connected. So the more people that are in the chain, the more damage it does. Shockwave on activation, stun and damage all nearby enemies. That's cool.
That probably would be pretty good.
Yeah. Static discharge. Huh. On Activision. No, that's wrong.
On Activision?
Yeah. On activation, create a lethal surge of electricity around you.
I don't see that one
I feel like
probably
this
would be
one.
really good for if you're in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the best field upgrades in this game are either Shroud and Frenzied Guard, and those two are the best for when you're in a bad situation. And I feel like that right there would help Tesla Storm be good by default.
Yeah. And then we have our minor augments, which are power grid, which increases the range the electric tether can connect to allies. That probably will be good. Overclocked. Your movement speed is increased during Tesla Storm.
That could be a good one too.
And then lithium charged, increased Tesla Storm duration. So those probably all three of these minor augments are pretty good. Just depends on like what you want out of it. Really, is what I'm seeing here.
I just hope that this one is better than Cold War because while we had a lot of this similar stuff in Cold War, but Tesla Storm was just kind of I don't know if it was partly because everybody was using Aether Shroud and Ring of Fire in Cold War, but also Tesla Storm was just kind of mid
Yeah.
when it was in Cold War. So hopefully they made it a little bit better.
Hopefully. And then moving on to Gobblegums, we've got 3 new Gobblegums. We have Power Keg, which is rare. It spawns a full power up. Timeout.
Returning from BO4, that's a good one.
Yeah. Then we have Timeout, which is an ultra one. It lasts 3 minutes long. Clear all normal and special enemies and end the round. Normal spawning will not resume during this time. Interesting.
Dude, so when they talked about this, they talked about this on the COD Pod. And Kevin Drew said that it would be a significant amount of time that timeout would be active. And I don't know, bro. For it being an ultra gobblegum, it only pausing the game for like 3 minutes is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be at least 5 minutes if it's gonna be an ultra, like. But I don't know. I guess it depends on how their servers work and stuff like that. Maybe they could only handle 3 minutes, but I don't know. It's a little underwhelming to me. I feel like it should have been longer because when they say lengthy, it's like really you get 3 minutes.
So I don't know. And then we have Holiday Cheer, which is a whimsical one. This one's kind of just for shits and giggles, I'm assuming. Zombies will have festive decorations.
Yeah, the fun part is now that that's going to be in the game, you're going to be able to earn those after Christmas. So you're just going to be able to pop those. You can have like Christmas in July if you have a bunch of those.
Yeah. But
You'll never be able to get away from the Christmas season if you have a bunch of those.
But I think that's yeah, I don't know. I think those are pretty good though. I think the Holiday Cheer one is
Power
just
Keg is
fun.
going to be really good for boss fights if the Lightmend field upgrade is if the light if the if Lightmend is really good and you have something like healing or a power keg would be super huge in boss fights. Or like even if you needed it for Ether Shroud or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about power keg is like I feel like I'm kind of glad that they made power keg a rare because I don't know, field upgrades aren't quite as important in this game as they were in
No.
Cold War. Like if we had like a Ring of Fire, power keg would be OP. It would be one of the best gobblegums. But like
Do you think we
field
might get
upgrades
one?
are field upgrades are definitely good, but they're not as good.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we might get one at some point, or?
I don't know if they'll put Ring of Fire back in. Ring of Fire was so OP in Cold War, even after they like nerfed it, that I don't know. I don't think we'll get Ring of Fire back. I don't think they want to do that. If they did that, it'd probably be like the last update of the game that they put that in.
Yeah.
Like they definitely would not want to have to deal with the balance of that for if they added it like right now. The only way that I could see that they would add Ring of Fire anytime soon is if they added it, but it wasn't as good as it was in Cold War, and at that point, I don't know how useful it would be.
Mm. Um, but yeah. So additional support stuff. We got the hand cannon now, which I feel like I don't know with the GS-45. I just don't feel like it's like as powerful, you know?
The hand cannon can be good against manglers because if you shoot the mangler's cannon with the hand cannon, it's a one shot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to shoot their head, it takes a couple shots. And I don't know how good it's going to be against. I don't know how good it's going to be against the doppelgast, but I know against amalgams and abominations, it's not great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could kill an abomination in like 2 or 3 shots of each head of the hand cannon. But I mean, that's using like all your ammo just to kill one abomination. When you could pop a chopper gunner or use a mutant injector and it'd be better, and you'd get more value out of it than a hand cannon.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then they're also bringing a training course to zombies. So they're gonna teach you how to kill zombies, learn how to kill zombies and replenish resources, learn how to navigate the world and progress rounds, buff your strength and survivability with perks and armor, increase your lethality with weapon upgrades, discover methods to acquire new guns, learn how to use gobble guns for unique power ups, and learn how to exfil a match. So I'm guessing that's more like for um people that
This
like
one is weird because
I feel
I
like it's for
thought
like
that they added
beginner
I
zombies.
thought that they added directed mode for the beginners. Do they need more help?
I
Like,
guess so. So this is for
like
so if
did the beginners get into directed mode and quit because they were like, I literally don't know how to play this game, even though now it's literally helping me.
maybe. I mean now, if you're looking to get into zombies but you don't know anything about zombies, this is the perfect mode to play. It'll tell you pretty much most of the things that you need to know other than what you learn from just playing, which is usually what these
Yeah,
things are, but
literally now you have the easiest stepping stones of all time. You have the
yeah.
training course and then directed mode and then standard mode.
Yeah. So you got everything. So I think they're really just trying to bring people
If you haven't played zombies yet, you need to play it now.
yeah. I'm assuming this is just them trying to bring more people into the game to play. So
It makes sense, but it's like I don't know. It's just I mean, I might be crazy, but I feel like if you know how to kill people and run through maps and stuff in multiplayer, you should know how to do that in zombies.
yeah, I don't know.
And there's like plenty of prompts to do all of the things that they're telling you to do.
Yeah. So I don't know.
The only things that I could see being kind of useful is like powering up the weapons, like go into the arsenal, because
Mm,
I feel like there's nothing in the game that really points you to the arsenal.
yeah. And then
Um,
like maybe like good maybe there's they're telling you how to use gobble gums better. Maybe I don't know. Uh, and I guess it's like just like a how to
literally,
on to play zombies. I guess.
literally, the only thing I think that's useful is powering up the weapons. Like they'll probably tell you to go to the arsenal, and like I feel like zombies noobs just wouldn't know to do that, even
Yeah.
though it's pretty self-explanatory to do just about everything else.
Or if they're like coming to zombies, back to zombies after, I don't know, however long, and want a little refresher, maybe. I don't know. I mean, this is for definitely, they said it right here, it's for newer casual players. Um, but specifically,
Yeah, it's for people who've literally never played a shooter game before and they want to play COD Zombies.
yeah. And then Citadel directed mode will be coming out after, the community figures out how to do the Easter eggs. So Deception and I were gonna have to get on that.
Yeah,
Um,
Kevin Drew said that it probably is going to come out at sometime in the beginning of next year,
yeah.
probably mid-January, if I had to guess.
So if you want to run it after next week, I feel like study day Tuesday, and then I don't have any. I think I may have one final next week. But I might be able to. I'm probably gonna go back to my regular stream and stuff schedule next week. This week is
Yeah.
just like crazy because of like classes and final papers and final projects and everything. So we should definitely run it, and once they figure it out, which they probably will do like tomorrow. Um, so zombies related events that we're gonna be having, we're gonna have Gobblegum Mania, which I'm assuming is gonna give us hella freaking gobblegums. I'm hoping anyway. Then Merry Mayhem, and then Archie's Festival Frenzy. They don't really have a lot of knowledge on these, but looks like there's gonna be oh, there's more for details later on. But so there's 3 zombies themed events, which is pretty cool. I like how zombie centric they're being. And then Jingle Hells is gonna be back. Um, it's gonna be in season, and all these scary looking creatures get a little less scary with Santa hats, which sometimes for some people probably make it um, more so. And then there's gonna be Deck the Balls with Balls of Holly on the Jingle Hells Festive limited time mode returns, last seen in Cold War. Jingle Hells drops you in what could optimistically be called a winter wonderland, but an entirely of Liberty Falls map and festooned with reefs, ribbons, twinkling
Dude,
lights, Christmas trees, garlands, and fir tree bunting, and
the
a thin
freaking
blanket of snow.
the outfits they put on the vermin, bro. Why?
I don't know, making them creepier. I wonder what
Give them
the
all. They give each one of their feet little shoes.
yeah. I wonder what the like arachnophobia version, like free
It's
version,
probably literally just gonna be the floating head with a little hat on it, which
probably.
might be scarier. Imagine the arachnophobia version is bugged, and
Yeah,
it's like, and imagine it's the floating head with the hat, but the shoes are on, but you can't see the legs.
that would freak me the fuck out. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
just invisible feet.
I would be freaked out. So you'll be able to. It'll be like I'm assuming these snowmen will have zombies hidden inside them, and it looks like there's snowballs. Hopefully that we can use. There'll be a naughty or nice power up.
Oh, that's
Which,
gonna be a fun one.
yeah, present boxes, Santa trials, frozen
Yeah, the
rounds.
naughty or nice power up is gonna be fun because if you get nice, you get some sort of loot. But if you get naughty, you get 30 seconds of
Hell,
whatever special zombie is in the map. Like,
yeah,
so if you're playing Liberty Falls, you'll get 30 seconds of nothing but vermin.
yeah. So much fun. There'll be a bunch of different things going on. Can't wait to play that. I love that. I love when they do like the Xmas stuff. And then they did um, a bunch of different tweaks of the game. For multiplayer, we're getting new maps. We're getting Hacienda, which is a beloved one from
Great map.
BO4. Love that map. We're getting Racket, new strike. We saw this earlier in season when we
Racket's gonna
talked
be
about it.
tiny, bro.
Yeah, and then we're getting Nuketown
Have fun with
Holiday.
your camos on Racket.
Yeah, literally. And then we're getting Nuketown Holiday, so that'll be fun. I was like,
Nuketown Holiday, I don't know if it's just the snow or what it is about it, but Nuketown Holiday in this game, it makes me think of BO4 Nuketown.
yeah, I agree. I love BF4 Nuketown. So we're gonna get some LTM's. We're gonna get Ransacked, which is trade gold for sweets in this festive LTM that challenges teams to gather and deposit the most cookies. Grab cookies from their rotating crate. Fallen operators, and by breaching the enemy's cookie box and taking the goods back to your own in honor of the season of giving, your operator also earns buffs for depositing cookies, including a speed boost, faster reload, faster health regen, and the first team to reach the score limit or have the best score. I mean, yeah, that's pretty whatever. And then infectious holiday, so infected but holiday version. Um, which should be cool. So new loadout content. There'll be a new perk for perk slot 3. It's a type recon. It's called Shrapnel Radar. Blast damage dealt from an area of effect of lethals, tacticals, and field upgrades mark the injured target on your minimap. New wild card.
Dude, we talk about the fact that recon specialty is overpowered, and they just keep adding recon.
Yeah,
perks.
I mean, keep doing it, I guess. I'm not upset. Not upset at all. Then we have a new wild card called High Roller. Equip a 4th score streak to use in Core 66 multiplayer matches. Pairs well with Assassin, Dispatcher, and Bankroll. For Warzone, getting ranked play. Codmus LTMs. These are the rank play skins for Warzone. I love this champion skin. But it's gonna they're pretty sick. And then there's some rank rewards, emblems, stuff like that, career rewards. Or the new 66 map is also coming to rank play. I don't know. It's all up to the pros. I mean, I don't know what they want to do. I'm not that quite in tune. There's gonna be Holiday Rush, which is a limited time mode on Area 99, newly outfitted with deck the halls, trees, snowball, coolers. Get right to the point with access to high tier loot, along with a smaller gas circle and faster transitions between collapses. Sleigh Ride Resurgence on Urzikstan. Undead Santa has hijacked the train, tossed deadly snowballs, captured trees, hunt reindeer, and battle for the control of Santa's sleigh ride. Last team standing wins. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. And then a new perk called Reflexes. It's going to be perk slot 1. It's going to be Season 1 Reloaded reward. Rush enemy positions while getting caught in a trap. With this perk equipped, triggered explosives detonate on delay when sprinting past them. So if you're having a hard time with proximity mines, this is the perk for you. New weapons. We've got Maelstrom. You get this from Merry Mayhem event. And then you get the AMR. Mod 4, you get this from Festival Frenzy. Then the Cleaver, you get that from an event as well. That's a sick melee. Some new weapon attachments. And a bunch of different stuff. I mean, this is this is looking pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very excited to participate in these events. And then Netflix Squid Game. They don't have an activation date yet, but they're just teasing it. Limited time modes, kind of stuff. So cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We've been going. There's a lot coming this reloaded season. There's a lot. Which is really cool. So
What
Deception.
else is really cool?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up your tweet. Hold on. Okay, let me switch back. All right, Deception, it's all you, man.
Yes, I'm gonna be racing in the NASCAR Excite series on Forza.
Let's go.
It's gonna be fun, bro. I'm excited.
You're gonna start on the Watkins Glen racetrack. That's my home track, dude. New York State track.
Yeah, I got invited to join this. I got invited to join this racing league. They've already ran 2 races, but the next race is obviously on Saturday. And they have a 16 race season that'll go through. I think like it ends sometime in like late March of next year. And there's 12 races leading up to the playoffs, and then the playoffs is 4 races. There's a 3 race round, and then the top 4 drivers go into the last race for the championship round. Like I said, I have already missed 2 races, but you actually, with the point system in this that they use, they have drop rounds where your lowest 3 rounds don't count. So
Okay.
you only have to compete in 9 of the 12 races to be eligible for the playoffs.
Okay. So you're good.
So I'm good.
Good.
I just have to be good enough to make it to the playoffs now.
I believe in you, man. I believe in you. And he's gonna be repping the Scorpion Syndicate name on his car and the Rogue Energy logo. So, you know.
Dude, it's crazy because like I have never made a livery on Forza before.
Mm.
I've used a lot of other people's that I found like just to use them, but I've never made one myself. And I have created a livery for this car for this race. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, it looks really good. I'm really excited because I've really enjoyed racing on Forza ever since they added the NASCAR update. I think the NASCAR is awesome. I think it's really fun, and I seem to be pretty good at it. So I wanna test my skills in a league against some of the best drivers in the game.
Yeah. I want to see it. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see you kill it. Their trailer for the Squid Game crossover was cheesy. I didn't see it. I'll watch it after the podcast, but yeah, dude. So if you guys are, into NASCAR and into racing and Forza and stuff like that, you know, get over there and watch Deception compete.
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna stream every race, so
Nice.
y'all be able to watch it.
Oh yeah, over at Deception's channel, Deception276. So, yeah. Anyway, so that is what we have for you today. Next week we'll probably talk about the CD. I was gonna try to talk about it today, but we spent a lot of time talking about XDefiant and then a lot of time talking about Season 1 Reloaded. There's just a lot more content coming than I
Well, there's
realized.
not really a lot we haven't talked about with the CDL, so
Yeah, so we'll talk more about it next week. This is kickoff weekend for the CDL. First matches start on Friday, December 6th. So if you guys are, CDL fans, that's when it starts.
I'm like low key so excited because I've been so entrenched in zombies that I haven't really been looking at like the competitive stuff that much.
yeah.
So really the first when I watch this will be like my first taste of watching competitive
Yeah.
Black Ops 6. So that'll be fun. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I am too. I
I'll be
probably
looking at it with fresh eyes. I'll be like, I haven't seen this before.
yeah. There's something I want to talk to you about later, referring to the CDL, but that's a later thing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Climb Together podcast. This has been episode number 99. We had a big announcement today with Deceptions racing in the NASCAR Excite Series. And then next week, we've got a pretty cool thing coming your way. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then we'll talk about, CDL and whatnot. But thank you guys so much for being here for the past 99 episodes of the podcast. All these episodes are live on YouTube, so if you guys, missed an episode or, want to take a trip back down memory lane and see where things were at a year ago or even 3 years ago when we started this thing, feel free. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Deception, say bye.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.